Lurching closer toward the midway point of this NFL season, and we're underway on EA Sports. Now D.D. Westbrook to return. And look at this. Right away, a loose football. And it's scooped up by the Jets. And he takes it to the house. It's a fumble recovery for a Jet touchdown.
Well, that's got to be so disappointing for a defense. You force the fumble, think you got a chance at a turnover, and instead, not only do you give up the football, you also give up a touchdown as well.
Yeah, you just think to yourself, you forced the fumble, but when they didn't come up with it, I think they relaxed a little bit or maybe lost their focus as well, and it ended up turning out to be a touchdown against them.
And you can bet they're preaching two hands on the ball here as the kick's away following that fumble return. With it on the return now, here's Westbrook. And he'll take it a yard or so past the 20, called it the 21. Burrow going to fake to mix it and now look to throw. There's the rookie from LSU. It's Jamar Chase. Yeah, they'll get it all the way up about 5 yards shy of midfield. And we see the emphasis early here. Get your star receiver involved. Able to do it successfully.
Not a bad start to begin with, that's for sure. And to me, this play says our guy is better than your guys. Because, you know, a player of his stature, he won't just be single covered all game long. He's going to involve multiple people. And right away, they told the other team, guess what? He's just better.
Now a nice throw here right side. He hauls it in. And that's going to be another first down as the tackle made at the Jets 19. And he's already got 2 catches on the opening drive. They know he's going to be a handful.
And sometimes you game plan for that offensively. You want to make sure that guy touches the ball. And sometimes it just happens naturally. And then you change your game plan. When he has the hot hand, you keep going back to him because he's running routes with confidence as the game goes on.
2 big plays in succession. Not sure this D knows what hit him, but now they got to get ready. It's 1st and goal. Mixon is not going to advance very far. He'll be stopped right at the line of scrimmage. It's a loss of a yard there, and now 2nd down.
Nice play right there to stop him behind the line, but I want to see how this defense continues to play him here in the first half.
Yeah, we know. You know better than I. He has the ability to take over a game, so what do?
Yeah, I think you have to make sure that you bottle him in at varying levels.
And he will take it on in for a Bengals touchdown. Joe Mixon, his 11th touchdown of the year. And the Bengals take it right down and score on the opening drive. Extra point by McPherson, up and good. And that will tie our score here in this opening quarter of play. So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. On 1st down, Hall. And he's going to take this ahead for right around 3 yards, but no more than that. 2nd down. Brings up 2nd and 7. On play action, here's Tua. And he'll just get rid of it.
Well, Charles, something we talked about last week, when you start believing whether you're in the midst of a special season or not. Well, now they're at 6-0. Are you still trying to tamp down the expectations in that locker room?
Well, to me, it's less about tamping down expectations and much more about not getting ahead of yourself as a team. And look, they've got to play each game individually, right? Many teams talk about being 1-0 at the end of each and every game each week. To me, you got to understand you cannot win the Super Bowl in October. Has to be a little bit of frustration there. Back-to-back incompletions. Receivers blanking.
Plenty of shouts from this crowd as they watch the replay. They want a challenge, and they're going to get one. And we'll get a moment here as they look this one over.
Yeah, remember now, the call on the field is what they'll stick with unless they have clear video evidence to the contrary. And I give these officials a lot of credit. Such a tough and demanding job. You and I both know that. Yeah, they make the right call way more often than they get it wrong.
On is the punter man as he boots this one away.
Fair catch called for and taken right near the 30-yard line. 37 yards on the punt with no return. And the Bengals will take over here 1st and 10. The Bengals drive about to get going.
And there, of course, was a lot of talk about this ball game coming into play. 2 division leaders in the AFC. Could this be potential playoff preview down the line?
Yeah, and I think when you're talking about the talk about this game coming into play, you're talking about me because I blew up your phone all week prior to this one. I was so excited about this game because to me, it's not out of the realm of possibility that these two teams see each other again down the road. I like this matchup. They match up very well against each other.
And he'll be out of bounds just shy of the 40. This running game's so important for them, and they know that. It helped lead them to a victory last week when he was over 100 yards.
Let's face it, it's their identity, and that's what they want to play to. They want to be that team that runs the ball really well each and every week, and right now we're seeing a pretty good pattern.
Open man is Higgins, and he's got it. Touchdown, Cincinnati. If there was one knock on Joe Burrow coming out of LSU, it was arm strength, but kind of put those doubts to rest right there. McPherson now for the extra point.
It's up and good, and it's 14-7 now here in the first quarter.
14, Jets 7.
So after the made field goal, here's McPherson to send this one away.
And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. The New York offense taking over for their next possession.
And they, as mentioned, unbeaten to this point in the year, but you think this game, their toughest test yet.
I absolutely do.
And he can't get rid of it. He's taken down. He couldn't get rid of it. He takes a sack for a loss of 6 to bring up 2nd down.
Well, he was really focused downfield, but there was really no viable options. The coverage was too good.
And the defense really quickened the tempo of that play with their pass rush because there was nowhere for him to go with the football. The only place he ended up, down on the ground.
And they'll take him down at the 31-yard line. It's a pickup of 12, and that'll set up a 3rd down. On 3rd down, it's Hall, and he won't be close to a 1st down as he runs into a wall right around the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play there. A nice job defensively, and it likely forces a punt situation on 4th. On is the punt team now as this one's sent away. Taken from just outside the 30. They'll score that a 36-yard punt, and possession will switch hands 1st and 10. The Bengals drive about to get going. And right now they're saying, hey, let's keep this going. 2 drives, 2 touchdowns.
Yeah, can't ask for a better start than that, can you? I mean, this is the way you practice it. This is the way you rehearse it. But right now, the play calling, they're locked in really well.
Now a throw here to his running back. And past the 40 before he's out of bounds.
Remember, on their last drive, they had that pass play for a touchdown, and here they come out firing again. This play's not quite as good in the end result, but still good enough for a quick 1st down.
Gets around him and able to work about 5 yards out of this as he's taken down up near the 47.
So, Charles, you talk about this offense, this week 8 of the 2021 campaign. Now, normally this would be the halfway point of the season, but as we all know, this now a 17-game regular season. And because of that, seems like now maybe more than ever, getting your open week to occur later in the season, that could be a pretty big advantage.
Brandon, it's always been a big advantage, and now, as you pointed out, the possibility of it becoming huge, Likely. Most teams want that later open date because of injuries, you know, getting that rest before the playoff push, all of those things. Sometimes when you get an open date early in the season, it's not really much of an advantage. You might be playing well, not slows down your momentum. This is a big deal, and teams definitely like it. The later, the better.
Through one quarter, 14-7 our score. The Jets will bring in a nickel set as they try to stop this third down. Burrow will throw. Throw left side, caught by the tight end, Hurst. And he takes this one down almost all the way to the 30.
So many times in my career, I've heard coaches talk about completions are one thing. But as long as we're there at the catch and we get guys on the ground, we can live with that. But if you're going to give up 10, 12, 15 yards after the catch.
And he's going to be taken down. Pressure gets there back at the 39-yard line. That one will set him back nearly 10 yards here on first down on the sack. After the sack, it's 2nd and 19, and the road gets a bit tougher from here. Burrow going to give this to Mixon. And he'll be brought down just outside of the 30. Now the Bengals going to use the first of their timeouts. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this second quarter. 3rd and 11, and some extra depth in the secondary here. They're in the dime. They're passing here, Joe Burrow. He will find his man Chase complete. And he is going to have a Bengals first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. Had to put that ball in there with a little extra zip, and he put it right where it needed to be.
Yeah, and that little extra pace that he had on the pass, that required a little extra concentration for him, didn't it? Ball can get on you pretty quick in that manner, and he handled it well and picked up the first down.
And down inside the 10 here before he's out of bounds right around the 7. A gain of 6 there on first.
A 6-yard pickup brings up 2nd.
4 yards to go on 2nd down from the 7. Here's Burrow. Flush to his right. Again, that's Hurst. Touchdown! Hayden Hurst. His 3rd touchdown now on the year. And the Bengals add on to their lead. McPherson on for the point after. It's good, and it is now 21-7.
Makes the score Bengals 21, Jets 7.
After the touchdown, McPherson on to kick this one away. Taken in at the 3. And he'll be brought down right on the chalk of the 20. The New York offense taking over for their next possession. It's been an awfully slow start for them. This is their 3rd possession. They don't have a first down yet.
So that means they have to change up what they're doing, and for some teams, it's a change in tempo, usually moving it to more up-tempo type of an offense, just to try and change their fortunes right now. What they've been doing so far isn't working. Maybe they'll do that. And this was a nice example of an offensive coordinator scheming his guy open. Just a little underneath route, just trying to free up some space, and it worked awfully well. Got him not just space, but plenty of room to run after the catch to pick up really nice yardage. To this point, I've been impressed with the work defensively. They have not allowed a lot of receivers to run free. And there's another example, another incompletion.
Here's 2nd and 10. Now a give right side. It's Hall.
And they get him down right near the midfield stripe. That'll leave them with a 3rd and 2 coming up. They got 8 yards there.
Okay, he didn't break that one all the way, but you got to know that he feels like he's right on the verge, and that's probably exactly what he's telling them in the huddle right now.
On 3rd down, it's Hall. And able to pick up the first across midfield to the 47.
They really needed to get something going, didn't they? They had punted on the last 2 possessions. The running game starting to come to the front for them, providing a nice pickup there to keep this drive going.
Two and now on 1st down. And this is thrown to the sideline. No receiver in the area, though, and that's going to bring out a flag. Clearly wasn't outside of the tackle box. There's your penalty.
And accompanying that penalty, a loss of down.
They lose the yardage, and, of course, they also lose the down on the grounding call, and it's quickly 2nd and long. Off of play action, Tagovailoa. Got an open man, that's C.J. Uzomah. And he finally goes down at the 23-yard line. Big yardage that time for the Jets. Well, make that now 2 completions for him on this drive, and these aren't ordinary completions. They're big ones.
Yeah, these are the types that make a secondary talk to each other and not in a good way, oftentimes pointing fingers. Hey, who's got him? Someone cover it. That type of indecision can open up to even more big plays.
Into double coverage, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Von Bell. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. A young quarterback, Charles, rolling to his right. And I know he's right-handed, but is that one that maybe a veteran sticks in his pocket?
I think so, but you have to remember with young quarterbacks, it may take a few years before they get all the stuff out of them that they did earlier in their career or even in their college days when they were used to being dominant. In this case, the NFL veteran defense ended up winning the battle.
A good run there on 1st down, and it'll leave them with a 2nd and 2. Coming up at halftime, we remind you once again that we're going to check in with Jonathan Coachman in Orlando. He'll have stats and scores from around the NFL as we reach now, hard to believe, the halfway point of the season. Time flying.
It certainly is. Time to get the sweaters out, my man.
Now a deep ball there on 2nd down, but it'll wind up incomplete.
He certainly had a good game throwing the ball so far, but I think he was trying to take that from good to great with that throw, trying to get one downfield.
Got a man. It's Chase. He completes it. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. A big connection on that one. 38 yards.
There's no doubt in my mind that not many guys in this league have had the impact that he's had here in the first half of the season. He's been a big play guy from the word go and continues to be one with another one right there.
And this will leave him a yard short. Nice pickup of 9 yards on 1st down. Well, we know he's an electric runner. Earlier this half, you were wondering how they were going to bottle him up at different levels. That was your suggestion. Some mixed results.
Yeah, certainly, because we have seen him bottled up at times. We've seen him play him very well. We've also seen him pop the cork a few times and get out of there, haven't we?
We have indeed. And now with that completion, he's north of 200 yards here in the first half.
And he's going to break our statistician, Marvin, isn't he? Because Marvin right now is just tallying it up. Hope his hand doesn't hurt too much doing this or keeps hitting the calculator. But my goodness, what a start he is off to. By the end of this game, he could have monster numbers. He just wants to continue to be accurate.
And that is taken in by Hurst. And they are able to stop him, but he does take it all the way to the 2.
Boy, how about the speed with which this offense can get down the field? It's taken them no time at all to get down here, and now they're set up with a 1st and goal.
A chance to really cap off a big first half here as they come up on 1st and goal. Mixon trying to punch it in. And he'll take this into the end zone for a Bengal TD. Joe Mixon, his 2nd touchdown of the game, giving him 12 on the season. And the Bengals are able to grow their lead. Extra point by McPherson, up and good. And the lead now to 3 touchdowns at 21.
So after the made field goal, here's McPherson to send this one away. This will be fielded inside the 5. And he had no room to run as he's tackled down inside the 20. The New York offense taking over for their next possession. And with a 3-score deficit staring them in the face, they might have to press the issue here and try to get points out.
And a big loss here as he's taken down.
Logan Wilson able to get in there and run him down for what's going to be a loss of 15 yards all told.
On second down now, it's Hall. And the defense obviously expecting run as well, as they're going to shut that one down at the line of scrimmage. So we are at halftime here on Halloween. As we'll send you down the coast now to Orlando, that's where we find Jonathan Coachman ready with our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach.
Both teams making their final adjustments for the second half to come. And to bring the action your way, we go back to MetLife Stadium and Brandon Gott.
All right, Coach, thank you, and we welcome everyone back for quarter number 3. The Jets going to get the football first, and they trail as well as we get back underway in this second half. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. The New York offense taking over for their next possession.
And you have to think, Charles, down 3 scores already. They need to play an almost perfect second half to have a solid chance.
And that absolutely starts with finding some way to put together a touchdown drive here. They need to be smart, fast, efficient, get the ball to the end zone, and do it again multiple times in order to have a chance to win this game.
Following the incomplete pass, here they go again. 2nd and 10 from the 25. Now Tua. He'll have a first down past the 40. And he's got it across the 50 to the 47-yard line. So they'll come up in Bengals territory now with a 1st and 10 at the 47. Tagovailoa working out of the gun. And a big loss here as he's taken down.
There's Sam Hubbard that time in there to bring him to the ground.
I think we've seen this before. If someone's down 3 scores, that situation there, it's just going to add to their growing frustrations, don't you think?
Yeah, a bad number 3 right now. 3-score game, 3rd quarter, 3 and out, not what they wanted. And you can tell on the sideline, those faces are getting a little bit longer as this one goes. Room to run past midfield. And he's got some space here. And all the way down to the 25-yard line.
It's a gain of 37.
On first down, Tagovailoa. And quickly, he just gets that ball out of there. Not quite sure what he was doing, and here comes the flag. They lose the yardage, and of course, they also lose the down on the grounding call, and it's quickly 2nd and long. Throwing now is Tagovailoa. Oh, he's going to let this go for the end zone. And that's going to be incomplete. Good effort there, trying to take a shot, but it's 3rd down.
You get the sense that they're saying we're not playing up to what we're capable of, and we're deep enough into the game that the early jitters are long gone, that they should now have some sense of continuity and be able to make some of these plays that they have not been doing so far.
Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Davis. It's a gain of 11, but they're still well short. It's 4th down.
That's certainly playing down and distance very well by the defense, isn't it? Take whatever you want underneath, by all means.
I guess they figure they got to start taking some chances. Here's a big one in this 3rd quarter as he'll go for it on 4th down. They're going for it. Here's Tua with it. Trying to fit it into Moore, but it's intercepted. Picked up by Jesse Bates. And the Bengals are going to have the football here at their own 18-yard line. So it was a drive that had real promise here to begin the 3rd quarter, but ultimately derailed by the INT.
And that was the position you wanted to be in. Coming out to start this 3rd quarter, get a nice drive going, looking for the end zone. Possibly got a little bit too greedy right there.
A 3-yard loss to start the drive. They'll look to make that up and then some on 2nd and 13. He's going to loft one deep left side here.
Oh, that's into a double team, and it's intercepted.
Picked off at about the 31. And he's able to bring it out 5 yards shy of midfield to the 45-yard line.
CD, I know it's just his second year in the league as a quarterback, but that's going to be one when he flips on the tape. He's like, I shouldn't have thrown that ball.
No doubt about it, and his coaching staff will be emphatic about he shouldn't have thrown that ball. But remember, second year, as you noted, on-the-job training. So he's got to take this feedback that he's getting, negative or otherwise, and turn it into positives moving forward. Well, we talk all the time about playing situational football, and right now I think the scoreboard is dictating what they need to do. Where they are in this game, they've got to push the ball downfield, take their shots, try and get big chunks of yardage in a short amount of time. That's a nice play there.
And he'll go down at the 28. And that's good for a pickup of 10 yards. And that'll bring up a second and just about a few inches here. Rolling to his right. And he'll find Hall. And he'll be out of bounds, able to get it down to the 25 there.
They talk about mobility on quarterbacks all the time. Here's where it really pays off. Able to move, evade, and is accurate throwing on the run and picking up a first down.
Here's Tagovailoa on 1st and 10.
Throwing the out route incomplete. That's Hall.
They get him to the ground right on the cusp of the red zone after a pickup of 5 or 6.
It's a pickup of 6. Brings up 2nd and 4 at the Bengals 20-yard line.
They fake the handoff. Now Tua.
Escaping the pressure right. And they'll bring him down at the 18-yard line. All that gets him is just a yard, and now it's 3rd down.
How about a tip of the cap to the defense? They're working against a very mobile quarterback, but all day long they've kept him under wraps. And on that play, they held him to a short gain.
Tagovailoa going to try and throw on 3rd down. Throwing the out route incomplete. That's Hall.
Touchdown, Jets. A great play there. Hitting double digits with his 10th touchdown of the season. And the Jets are able to cut into this deficit. Zerline connects on the extra point. And it will be cut down to 14. Now after the touchdown, it's Zerline. He'll kick it away.
The Bengals drive about to get going. Their lead down to 2 scores after the touchdown a moment ago as they start with a 1st and 10.
Here's a run on 1st down that won't even get back to the line of scrimmage. He will lose a yard. 2nd and 11.
I'm getting a sense that the momentum of this game is changing since the break. Nice play there, and this D is fired up.
A loss of a yard there to start out. That leads to a 2nd and 11.
Off the play fake, here's Burrow. This goes out wide for Mixon.
And certainly some style points there on the spin. Not a whole lot thereafter, but still a pretty good gain. They'll wind up getting 10 back as that sets them up for 3rd down.
Here we go.
They give to Mixon to try to pick it up. And he's got the 1st down yardage before he's brought down at the 42.
52 yards rushing for him now with a couple of touchdown runs to boot.
Now Joe Mixon. And not able to break away this time as they're going to stop him right around the line of scrimmage. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11. Back now here on EA Sports. It's the Bengals in possession of the football and in possession of the lead as well as we start the 4th. On 2nd and 11 now. Burrow to Mixon on the check down. And he'll be brought down right at the 45-yard line. So the completion good for just 3. And just like that, it's 3rd down.
Here we go.
From the shotgun, Joe Burrow.
He's going to have the hook up here to Chase.
And he's taken down at the 43, but not before picking up the first. He's been the go-to guy. They needed a big play there on 3rd down. Went his way. It worked out.
Doesn't matter whether they've scouted it or that they think he's going to get the ball. He has a knack for finding his way open and completing the connection.
And he can only manage to get a couple. 2nd and 8 coming up.
Brandon, I've got to think this offensive line has got some smiles on its faces. And I know it sounds crazy, but they practiced for this back in training camp. They knew they'd be in situations where it'd be extra defenders in the box coming after them, trying to keep them from locking down a game. Right now, they want to show the world they're up to the challenge.
Well, normally you might say start running the football. You've got the lead here in the 4th quarter, but the way that they've passed it with such success, I don't know, maybe keep throwing it.
Yeah, I think you brought up something that goes against conventional wisdom, right? In this stage of the game, you would think you would switch to a running attack, but you're exactly right. They've thrown it so well.
Touchdown, Bengals.
Joe Mixon.
28 yards.
And the Bengals add on to their lead, and it's looking like that win streak is going to extend another week. Extra point by McPherson, up and good.
And the lead now to 3 touchdowns at 21.
After the touchdown, McPherson on to kick this one away.
And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. The New York offense taking over for their next possession.
And that unbeaten record very much in jeopardy. It's been a great first few months of the season so far, but they have run into a buzzsaw here, trailing big in the 4th quarter.
Setting to throw on 1st down is under a heavy rush, and down he goes.
Logan Wilson
able to get in there for his 2nd sack of the afternoon.
Well, when you time those screen passes perfectly, they can work perfectly, but that time it took a little too long to develop.
And you zeroed in on exactly what makes that play go. Timing. Because if the timing's off at all, those unblocked defenders coming at the quarterback, they'll put him on the deck.
The Jets on 3rd down, 2 for 5 to this point. This is 3rd and 7. From the gun, it's Tua. He finds his man, complete. It's Hall. And this effort will not get it done. He stopped well short of the 1st down at the 29. They'll get only a yard out of that, and it'll bring up 4th down.
So taking a risk here early in the new year, they're going to go for it.
Tagovailoa going for it on 4th down. It's complete. Swings it out to his running back. But they're going to wrap him up as he'll go down well short of a first. The Jets try it, but the 4th down play doesn't work. And the Bengals are going to get it back in terrific field position. Mixon with a 1st down carry. The tackle by Quincy Williams.
I know that speed is the hallmark of today's NFL game, but the key to good rushing defense is still having your linebackers set the edge.
Back to Mixon on 2nd down.
He's able to work free for about 6 down to the 18. And that looked like some pretty easy yardage there right up the gut.
And he's a guy that has some height to him. So when you don't have to drop a shoulder or create or get through contact or trash, makes it a lot easier to stay upright, see the field, and make a run as we just saw there.
Over the middle, that's caught by Chase. And the Bengals are going to have 1st and goal as they try to finish off this drive with 6 points.
I don't care how many times we say it, I still get a kick out of watching quarterbacks and receivers do the pass tree in pregame warm-up. But I always remember that when we go to practices, we see that after practices as well. They really tune it up, don't they?
They tune it up. They know why they do it for these situations. First down.
And they build that trust, and that's why they're able to find him in this type of a situation.
And they'll be driven back here, losing yardage to the 10-yard line. It's a loss of a yard there, and it's second down.
Well, as a wideout, when you take that handoff and you're coming around the edge, you're expecting to see nothing but empty space in front of you. But if not...
Well, things can go south in a hurry, and that's exactly what we saw on that play with a loss.
On second down, here's Mixon. He spins free. A good display of power, but it will only get him just inside the 5 to the 4.
66 yards rushing for him now in the ball game.
Defensively, I think they can smell a stop. Ball right around the 5 here, brings up third.
And I think what they've done is they put doubt in the minds of the offensive guys. What do we do? Because now you don't have a go-to play. Either side they pick. Throw.
Touchdown! It's caught at the 1.
Jamar Chase
with touchdown number 7 on the year.
And the Bengals are closing in on a 6-2 start as they extend this fourth quarter advantage. Extra point by McPherson, up and good.
And that'll increase their lead to 28.
So after the made field goal, here's McPherson to send this one away.
And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. The New York offense taking over for their next possession.
This has been frustrating for them to this point. They have not looked the same as they did coming in, riding that impressive 6-game win streak.
He will find Davis on the left side, complete. Yeah, this will be a gain of 5 as he gets it to the 30. Ball on the 30. They'll come up with a 2nd and 5. Here's Tagovailoa to throw.
And that is incomplete. Nearly intercepted. The free safety couldn't quite get his hands around it, and it brings up third down.
They come up now 3rd and 5 following the incomplete pass. Now a play fake. Here's Tagovailoa. And he's going to be intercepted a 3rd time. Picked off at the 40.
Boy, so another interception, CD, and it feels like he's starting to unravel a little bit.
And as you would expect, still a work in progress here in his 2nd season. He has to start ironing out some of these mistakes, though, because now his head coach, his offensive coaches, they have to evaluate whether you keep playing him and let him work through it, or you start thinking about going to his backup.
Making the play defensively, Carl Lawson. Here's 2nd and 9, just a yard on that last run. Once again, they run with Mixon. Trucks over him. And he'll work it across midfield inside the 45. Well, Charles, it's one thing to win. It's another thing to win and put up the amount of points that they did. Boy, were they clicking on offense.
They can't help but feel great about themselves, can they? I mean, what a game to put up that number of points, continually feel like they're moving the ball and things are working and clicking. They think that they can bottle this and carry it with them.
And as an offensive coordinator, you just don't think you can do anything wrong. Whatever you call, run, pass, it's all going to work.
That's called being in the zone.
So for Cincinnati,
they run their mark to 6-2 on the year.
And they'll return home next week to take on the Cleveland Browns. Meanwhile, for the Jets, they fall for the first time this season after 6 wins to start the campaign. And they'll try to get back to their winning ways next week as they head to Indianapolis to take on the Colts.